This
Texas, y'all are
conference
going
will
to be
now be
nice and
recorded.
cold when we get home. It's perfect.
When she gets to
We're in
Texas, she'll be
Maryland.
laughing.
We're on our way.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody. This is the All Blood Cancer and Can Support Group. And I'm Sally Torgeson. And I'm going to introduce everybody, or everybody can introduce themselves. And let me know if you need any time later. And I'll start with Lou. You're muted, Lou. You're muted.
And I just did that, which was silly. Hi, everyone. Lou Sears, multiple myeloma, over 12 years now. So happy to be here, and I'm supporting. I think Michelle said either go with your collegiate team or with your city football. So, of course, in Kansas City, the Chiefs are everything.
Well, like Indianapolis, the Pacers.
Hey, I just tag along. I'm from St. Louis, so we didn't, we lost back in the day when I was growing up, we lost our football. We still had, baseball, but anyway, I thought I'd support the Chiefs tonight. Michelle thought that would be a nice thing to do. Just a few minutes for an update. I went to the doctor today.
Did you tell everybody what your title is?
The
Queen
for a day.
The Queen of Clinical Trials.
Oh,
Lady,
okay.
you see a clinical trial and it just brightens your eyes.
I know. What do you do?
You go after it. Bill, do you want to say anything?
I will just say hi. I do not have blood cancer. I have prostate cancer, but I work with ANCAN, and I was here to help get the room opened and make sure everything got started. So,
Okay. Lynn?
Yes, I could use a few minutes. I'm pretty far south of Nancy right now, but when she gets back to Texas, we'll be about 20 miles apart. And I have small
Nice.
lymphocytic lymphoma. So she's my neighbor. And let's see, I talked to a friend earlier or last month who has multiple myeloma, and I invited him to join us. I told us we had two coaches, multiple myeloma coaches on this call, but I have a hard time getting men to join any of these Zoom calls. They're just the shy type, And
They're stubborn.
yeah, I lost another friend. We went to a funeral 2 days ago for a friend I lost to pancreatic cancer, and I've got word that just yesterday that a friend has advanced bladder cancer. So I may send him a note and invite him to join the bladder cancer group. I don't know if ANCAN has one or not, but
no, we
Even
do
if
not
you
we do not
find
have a bladder cancer group, but any kind of group might be
any
helpful.
group.
Just if he wants to talk to
yeah,
somebody, other cancer experiencers, then
right.
we could probably help him out. But we
Also,
don't currently
We
have a
have a
bladder
lot of the
cancer group.
same, we may not have the same symptoms and the same drugs, but we go through the same emotional, financial, and, family problems.
you can ask their care partners to join the care partner group.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, I'll give an update on my last appointment at UT Southwest.
Great. Barbelle, so glad to see you. You're looking chipper.
Well, I also am a CLL patient for a long time. I'm in one study, but for very long now, I think 9 years now. So, because they do a long follow-up with me. And well, I haven't had any appointments, but I still have a problem with the rash. And I respond very well to Brukinsa. I can tell a little bit later.
So you'd like a little time afterwards?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Judy.
I have CLL and have for 10 years, going on 11 years. I have started a new treatment, and I'd like a little bit of time.
You can have all the time you want. And last but certainly not least, Nancy. Where are you if you're not in Texas?
Well, tonight we're in Maryland, and tomorrow we'll be in Kentucky, and then
Well, come north about an
Tennessee.
hour and a half and you can come see me.
Oh, okay. Well, probably not. These drives are pretty, we are focused and we are ready to keep moving down the road. But I will say for the Texas people on the call, I'm sure we might be looking a little sideways because the Cowboys are having their first game tonight. And, you Kansas City Chiefs, y'all got one of our favorite Texans, but he'll be back, I expect someday. He'll find his blue jersey and star, I hope. I like Patrick Mahomes so much. He's such a good guy.
He
Yeah.
is. I think he signed a contract for the rest of his career with Kansas City. So I think
Well,
we've got him.
you probably got something in the water too.
Nancy,
So
would you like some time?
I'm maybe just a little bit, but I haven't seen my doctor in months, so
Well, since you're the
it's all
last
good.
one, why don't you be the first one on time? Let us know what's going on. You've got the
If you want
floor.
me-
Keep it.
Okay. Well, we moved to Vermont in middle of June, and I saw Dr. Wolf at UT Southwestern in May. She did another clonoSEQ on me, and it was again UMRD, and we're going now on year 2. And she was very comfortable with me spending the whole summer as long as I didn't have any symptoms or issues, without doing blood work. And I see her in October. And really, the only thing I think is I'm still just recovering from the treatment. And
What were you
that's
on?
I was
What
on
were-
venetoclax with obinutuzumab, and I don't know. I haven't been told that I can't share this, and I'll tell you guys more next month. But I am going to Chicago in 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks to do some filming for AbbVie, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm my whole story is a God story. I didn't do this without Jesus, really. I mean, and so I've basically said that from the get-go. Every time they've talked to me, I've just told them how it's a story of faith and that I couldn't have done it without people praying for me and my community and the faith. And I just kept thinking they would, tell me thank you very much. But they just kept, so I don't know how it's all going to work. And my
I,
prayer has been that if this was going to bring glory to God, if this was going to be used by the Lord to bring hope and joy and maybe just a healing in people's hearts that are going through these things, that I would be willing, because this is not my wheelhouse. And I just kept thinking he's going to, the door's going to close, it's not going to happen. But we actually have our plane tickets, and they have me set up with wardrobe, and I guess it's going to happen. And so, you guys, if you pray, I would appreciate your prayers, especially on September 23rd, because that's when they'll be filming. And like I said, this is not what I am. Um, I I normally am wearing the black and in the backstage area. That's where I like to be.
or October 23rd.
September 23rd.
It's only one day.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think we fly in on the 22nd and we come home on the 25th. But the day of the 23rd is the big
Now, who's
filming
filming
day.
it? Who's filming
Abby,
it?
I did this also, but
Abby is
it was 2 days.
Abby probably
They
has their
came to
own film
Germany.
crew.
You mean the pharmaceutical company, Abby?
yes.
That is a lot of fun.
Sounds fun.
I did it.
Yeah.
I did it with.
Can we get your autograph after the 23rd?
No.
I did
No,
it
we
with.
want Lou. We want Lou's autograph because not only is she the queen of clinical trials, she is the queen of bone marrow biopsies and an established author.
Oh, yes. I've gotten her signature on that.
Well, you are too,
I
Nancy.
think I was the second review, so she has, she knows I've read it.
I did it
It's a
with
good book.
Lily, and it was fun. I mean, they treated me like a queen.
At
Well,
Lily?
Judy,
Yeah.
You were in
and
Indianapolis?
hmm Last
yeah.
October I was.
Why didn't you call me?
I don't know. They had a black car. I mean, the whole 9 yards. It was like treated me like a queen. It was fun.
Judy, that's I
Pfizer's
remember.
after me to do something, so I don't know. I have this huge letter over here that I'm supposed to fill out everything. So I don't know what's going on. Now,
I'm just
Nancy,
gonna go and
is Abby, were you doing the thing for Venetoclax?
but I think because I remember Judy got to do this, and that gave me some sort of confidence that maybe there was something to share. And so I'm going to go and I'll channel Judy because you have such a gentle, beautiful spirit. If I could just be you for that day, I'll be fine.
We look
See
forward to
yourself.
seeing it, whatever it is.
Like I said, open and closed doors. That's all. And like I said, and mainly if you guys do pray, I was really serious about that because this I just need everybody's.
We'll put you on the
Just have
prayer
fun.
list.
Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
hi, Derek. Welcome. Do you want to
Hello,
say something and introduce yourself, please?
I'm Derek Martin. I'm a member of ANCAN. I was just over in the Men Speaking Freely group.
You're with
One of my
Bill.
right,
Okay.
and decided I'd jump in here to say hi and see what's up.
Do you want some time to talk?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Who's your specialist?
I've got an oncologist here in Southern California, San Fernando Valley area.
Yeah, I'm from
Uh,
Santa Barbara.
oh, okay. Dr. Christopher Ho out of Tarzana Medical Center, which is a Providence
Okay.
organization.
And that's going through Cedars, right? I mean,
Yes, Cedars,
yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Cedars
Okay.
/ Providence.
I was at Hope, City of Hope.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and I'm also a member of the pancreatic cancer group, and also a member of the prostate cancer group.
Wonderful.
So yeah, I drew the trifecta
yeah.
in my
welcome
well-being.
to our group.
Good to see Barbell. We missed Barbell.
We like Barbell.
Yeah.
We can leave her right here.
I'm here already for quite a while now.
Judy, let me know what's going on and tell me more about your Lilly experience. That's cool.
Well, actually,
Lilly supplied all my drugs for my master's thesis.
Yeah, Lily.
When I was in college.
Last year, I got to speak to their whole group. It was actually like on CLL with Dr. Davids from Dana-Farber. He was speaking remotely via Zoom, but it was went to all 200 locations or whatever.
What were you speaking on?
On my journey, just how I'd gone through. And then the next day,
Good to
they
go.
actually filmed me for some kind of promotional thing, which has had a few bumps because they've had uh, different things to happen. And the last thing I heard was that
Good.
they were having to do something with regulations of voiceover, but the story has still gone to doctors around the world, which is
Cool.
kind of cool. And then, so it's still in the works of being a promotional thing. And then I got a call last month if I wanted to do something else, and uh, week after next, I will be on an interview with Lily uh, and this will just be remote. They won't fly me anywhere, but they are paying me from it's with Lily and Travel Plus Leisure magazine about my travels and having CLL. So
Right.
I'm really excited about that. They wanted some pictures, and I told them, I said, I don't know if I can come up with many pictures because usually I'm the one behind the camera, but I did manage to find a few of my husband, one with the Eiffel Tower behind me and one with the Opera House in Australia behind me.
Well, I
Behind
could do one with 3 weeks in Singapore. How's that?
So, it would be nice if they offered me another trip. That would be great, but I
That
don't
would
know.
be wonderful. Well, if you come to Indianapolis again, hey, come over. I have plenty of room.
Oh, okay. Well, they put me up in the hotel and had a black car to pick me up and take me,
Hey,
and
I'm a better cook than they are.
I don't know. We went to some really great restaurants.
Did you go to St. Elmo's?
I don't remember names of them, but I
Okay.
just know that we had,
Yeah.
had some steak and stuff like that.
Well, St. Elmo's is the steakhouse. It's
Oh,
been here
okay.
for like 70 years.
Oh, okay.
It's
Uh,
downtown.
I think I ate at Ruth Chris in Indianapolis
Yeah, we have a
that,
Ruth
about
Chris. So,
that's a
20
chain.
years ago.
Chain.
yeah.
No,
So how are you feeling
I'm
with all
fe-
this
I'm feeling really good.
celebrity?
I've had 2 cycles of the benitumab. I have I only had a reaction to the first one at the evening of, and I had like an 8-hour fever, and then it went away, and that's all I've had completely with that. In 2 weeks, I will get the third cycle, and we'll start with venetoclax on that cycle. Uh, and I'm still taking my pirtobrutinib with that. I haven't stopped that at all. So I will be doing the triplet. This regimen has been prescribed for CLL naive patients.
What is that? I don't know what that means.
That means that they've never been treated.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Virgins.
Virgin, right? Yeah, there is a clinical trial with this triplet for that.
Are
Uh,
you in the clinical trial?
no, because this is my 5th treatment.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. I've had lots of treatments. I've come through them all really well, except for having neutropenia fever. Our hope and my prayers too is that when I start on the venetoclax in a couple of weeks, that it's not going to make my neutrophils tank. Right now, they're doing okay, but
I was on venetoclax for a year.
well, I was on venetoclax with my R-EPOC when I had Richter's
Hmm.
transformation, and my neutrophils at one time went down to 0.
I didn't know they could do that.
Oh yeah, they can. I had neutropenia fever between almost every cycle, and I had the venetoclax the last 3 cycles of the R epoch. But I came through it all, and after about took me almost a year for them to come back up. I'm also getting pentamidine breathing treatments because I cannot take the Bactrim like you're taking. Uh, it turns my lips inside out on it. I can't sulfur drugs. So I get a breathing treatment once a month to keep me from getting pneumonia. And so I've had two
Do
of
they give you IVIG?
well, I'll get to that in a second. That's one of
Okay.
the other things. I've had 2 doses of IVIG this time. Way back, I had probably 13 or 15 months of it. But right now, my IVIG, the IgG is hovering like this last time was like 659. So I think when they take my IgG again, it will be below the 600. And so when I'm below 600, then I'll get it again. So
Yep.
I am scheduled to do that. And I'm also getting Pemgarda, which is to protect against COVID. So I get that every 3 months. And this will be my 4th Pemgarda, I think, when I get it. So. But otherwise, I mean, I'm doing well on it.
Who went away?
It's Michelle is coming.
Oh, Michelle came in.
Yeah. So, but I'm doing really well so far. Just hoping that the neutrophils will stay up. And
Great.
uh,
Wonderful. You look great.
well, thank you. I
Yeah.
feel fine. In fact, Tuesday I walked 4.5 miles.
Ah, I'm lucky if I can get around the block.
Well, and three of those miles were less than 17 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bake and I cook and I can run around the house, but you put me outside to walk around the block and I can barely
Well,
go.
I don't walk outside. I'm in a retirement community and we have an indoor track
Okay.
and an indoor pool, thankfully. So I don't have to be out in the sun because I can't be out in the sun with these medications.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
so
Well,
anyway,
it looks like we've got 2 more people here, Mary Lou and Michelle.
yeah.
Mary Lou, can you introduce yourself and let us know if you need some time?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mary Lou. I'm from West Springfield, Massachusetts. I have MDS. I had a stem cell transplant. Next Saturday is going to be my 1-year birthday.
Hey.
So, yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I
You
have
look
one
great.
more. I thank you. I have one more treatment of azacitidine and venetoclax. That's the end of the trial. And then I'm having a bone marrow biopsy at the end of October. 2 days before I'm going on a trip. So hopefully it never bothers me. Hopefully it doesn't bother me this time.
Well, good to
Yeah.
see you.
Thank you.
Hi, Mama. Going to talk to us or not?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I was at a friend's birthday party, and I thought it was important to go. But I thought I'd be here sooner than I was, except, long story short, it took forever to have dinner served. I never ate dinner, so I had to eat something before I jumped on. But here I am.
I'm eating here.
I wanted to, but I was like, I think that's against our rules.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Rick didn't say anything.
But I'm okay with that. You and I could have eaten together here. We could all have a dinner party next time.
What are you holding up in front of you?
We're supposed to be dressed collegiately, and I have to put it on over what I have on. So
She still has her party dress on underneath.
I thought she had gotten out of the shower and hadn't gotten dressed yet.
I'm dressed. Yeah, I'm right. So I think everyone knows me. I'm in Boston, and I have CLL, and I have my next appointment coming up. And yes, I'll need a little time, not much.
Okay. Let's see, where was I? Okay, we got that. We got that. We're with Lynn. Lynn, you're muted.
Phone, and there is my microphone. Welcome to West Texas, where it was about 101 degrees today. Come on home, Nancy. It's going to be it'll be in the low 80s on Sunday. So come on home. Well, of significance, I went to UT Southwest. I had an appointment with my pulmonologist during the month of August. And just to give a little background, I have pulmonary fibrosis, which seems to have been caused or accelerated by being on ibrutinib for 9 years. And when I finally changed doctors and got to one at UT Southwest, he said, "Stop taking that ibrutinib, and let's get you an appointment with a pulmonologist," and so forth and so on. Anyway, everything was great on my appointment. No change on the lung function. Everything is stable. And the pulmonologist said, "Why don't we wait a year now to see you? I'll just see
Wow.
you." So anytime a doctor stretches out your appointment time, that's always a good. It either means he didn't have a clue what's going on with you, or you're really doing well. And I'm going to go with the latter.
Fantastic.
So anyway, there was a CAT scan. There was no change in the lungs on the CAT scan, and the pulmonary function test all were pretty much within the same range where they were the last time I had them done. And so they also wanted me to do and also I said, take a look at the lymph nodes, since I have small lymphocytic lymphoma. Are there any large lymph nodes in the chest area? And there were none.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
so anyway, my oncologist wanted me to get a neck CT scan and a stomach abdomen CT scan, plus a chest CT scan. But when I found out that my new insurance requires me to pay $300 on each CT scan, I said, no, I'll just get the chest CT scan. And if that looks good, well, then we won't need to do the others. So
Right.
I'll see if he agrees with that or not when I see him in October.
Now, did you change insurance or did your insurance
Yeah,
change? Oh,
I
okay.
changed insurance because I was on Aetna and it was no longer in partnership with UT Southwest. So they suggested several. I ended up going with United Healthcare,
Is that Medicare Advantage or Medicare Standard?
Medicare Advantage,
That's
and
why you have the copay. Yeah,
yeah,
because
and
Standard doesn't have it.
yeah, with Aetna, I was paying, I forget, $3,600 a year or so in premiums. Now I'm
Mhm.
paying zero in premiums. But
Good.
since I'm having to pay a copay on things like CT scans, I pay much more attention to what I get done. So
Yeah, good. Nancy, you had a question?
Yeah, I do. Lynn, is your birthday coming up?
Hmm.
I can't remember.
It is next week.
I
Maybe
feel
next.
like I saw something about you were planning a big feast for your birthday.
Oh, you did.
I just want to know which restaurant to join you at.
uh, yeah, my birthday is September the 9th, but we really haven't said anything about. We actually, on the 9th, we have a couple. On Tuesdays, we have a couple we meet with every Tuesday, and I get to pick where we go. So, Kentucky
Well, you
Fried
better let
Chicken,
us all
maybe?
know what restaurant you all go to.
Oh,
Yes. I had a birthday 2 weeks ago.
Well,
well,
happy
Well,
happy
birthday to you
birthday,
now.
Judy.
Oh, actually, a week ago, the 19th.
Are
Week
you
and a half.
are you 39 again?
Yes, I will say I'm consecutive numbers. I'm as old as Lynn is.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm 5 days. I'm
what
five
Mine
days
is
from being
three.
78.
I'm
I
three
got you
3
beat.
weeks older than he is.
mine was 3 days ago on the first.
Oh,
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 happy birthday
okay.
to you.
Thank you.
Derek, you don't look 78 at all.
No, just a big 6'7".
I'm
oh,
80. Come on.
Oh, good
Nobody's
for
looking
you.
their age at all.
Oh. Anyway, Barb Bell, tell us some good news that you because you're looking really fine tonight.
Yeah, my feet don't look good, but other than that, I guess I'm okay. I still have this rash from the Waldenström, and I don't think I'll get rid of it. My son came the other day and he said, it looks awful. You have to wear some pants. But I said, if I wear pants, it starts bleeding and then everything's full of blood. So it's better to keep it open, so air can come on it.
What's causing it?
It's the IgM. It travels to the skin and it causes these rashes. And I have it now on the arms also. I have it on the back a little bit. But the worst part is the feet. And it's more downwards, towards the ankles. It's really bad on both legs now. It started on the left one, and that's really strange, because it was only on the left lower leg, and now it kind of walks up. I have it now on the entire leg, but it's okay. I mean, I have to manage it somehow.
Does it travel along the nerve?
My blood
Does
is
it
good.
travel along the nerves?
No, but it's itchy sometimes,
Yeah.
which is not very nice because it always starts at night. And somebody recommended to do some ultraviolet light, but when it gets warm, it gets worse. It seems like all these antibodies, they come out onto the skin. So at night, you have covers over it, then sometimes it gets really itchy. During the day, it's not that bad. But at night, it's kind of a nuisance because you want to sleep, really.
Have you been prescribed steroid cream by chance, or clobetasol?
I've tried that too, but it's from the inside, and the wounds are very, very deep, and they don't want to heal. I think it's actually they destroy the entire tissue, and the skin gets like leather. And then
it's like psoriasis.
It fills with liquid and you get little blisters. It's really strange.
Is this from treatment?
No, that's from the disease, because I have Waldenström now.
Is it cellulitis?
No, cellulitis is inside.
No, cellulitis is something
and it
different.
doesn't pustulate.
It's like an urticaria or something like that. I didn't have that with CLL. It's only with the Waldenström now.
What is, you said IgM? Did you say that?
IgM.
What is IgM? A genetic marker?
IgM kappa. I mean, it's a plasma cell disorder. So I will have to see how it improves. I mean, my blood is good, and the level of IgMs is going down quite a bit. It was at a normal range, but the problem is not the range; it is the dysfunction that I don't like. So next time I have my appointment in October, I told them I want them to see, if I can get an adjustment with the drugs, because I want it adjusted to my circumstances, because it's very aggressive, first of all, and second, I think if it is adjusted to my personal disease, that I might not get a resistance to it, because I'm pretty sure I have to go on continuous therapy, because it's my 4th therapy now, and I'm not a youngster anymore, and I don't want another treatment now. I mean, and since it's so aggressive, it didn't go by the 3 months rule either. I always had to relapses in between. So now I have a GP come to my house and test me in between, because when I feel it already, then it's already bad. Because they can see it in the blood earlier than when you feel it. For
you
some
have
reason.
CLL?
Well, the CLL is not detectable at the moment.
Okay.
I think that was a good thing to do, to start with venetoclax and get it down to less than 5% in the bone marrow. But then it didn't. There were some cells that didn't respond. They kind of learned how to avoid. They're clever. And so they took me off the venetoclax, and then this other clone really started sprouting. And so they switched me to Brukinsa now, which works really good, and it works for the CLL as well. So that's not a bad idea. I tolerate it The only problem I experience is blood pressure issues. But first of all, I gained a little weight because my neighbor is feeding me so well. So
It's a good thing.
I get Meals on Wheels, but I have a neighbor, and she thinks she always has to feed me. She comes with food and cake and stuff. I don't know. I can't move that much, so I have to be careful so I don't gain weight, because I gain weight easily. But
Do they
well,
do a
I'm trying to work on my mobility now. I have a physiotherapist who comes to the house, and he shows me some exercises I can do, because I mean, if you sit most of the time, then you kind of get weak, your muscles degenerate, and you become less fit. And this happens really fast when you get older, faster than when you get young, because when you are young, you can go for a couple of weeks and you still be okay, but when you're older, your muscles disappear. The only
Barbara?
thing that stays is the belly fat.
Well, do they send you to like a wound care specialist since they're bleeding?
uh they're so deep, they're very deep, and when the blisters pop, it starts bleeding.
Yeah, but
um
Yeah,
do they not have a wound care doctor that can help you with that?
well, I can, the only thing they can do is use cream, and that's what I do, because it heals very badly, but when it does heal, new ones pop up. It's like a vicious cycle. Once I get one done, the next one pops up. So it's from the blood, and it's an internal disorder, and you can try to manage the surface with creams, and that's all I can do. I don't have any other solution, because the ultraviolet light didn't work because it's warm, and then it gets worse.
What about
yeah, cryotherapy.
yeah,
What?
cold?
Cryotherapy, the cold.
Yeah, but at night.
No,
I
you do a
don't know,
treatment and then go home.
because that's the major problem, at night, because when it starts itching, and I don't really want something cold then, because
Oh,
Have you tried
I
Benadryl?
can't sleep then either. It's either the itching or the cold that keeps me awake.
The itch, have you tried Benadryl? I mean, it just gets rid of itch from the inside and puts you to sleep.
I know Benadryl. We got Benadryl with the obinutuzumab. That's true. I have no problem sleeping. That's not my issue.
Oh,
You know, I have no problem. I have
or
when
even
I
putting,
itch.
what
It
about
doesn't start right away. It's usually like 12. I go to bed around 10, 11 o'clock. Sometimes later. It depends now. It's anyway a bit out of range now when I have the meetings. But then I wake up again around 1 o'clock, and then I'm really itchy everywhere, and it's kind of annoying.
have they put you on steroids, meaning not topical, but have they
internal.
on a course of steroids so that it can calm down and
Like prednisone.
Yeah, I have the creams have prednisone too.
Internally
With
with a pill.
Oral.
Yeah, I know you can do that, but I don't really want to do that because I already have a high blood pressure. Usually I don't have high blood pressure, but from the Kinsa I get a little high blood pressure. I have to take a blood pressure medication. So the prednisone also elevates the blood pressure, and you get an insulin problem possibly too. Especially the tablets. I always have an issue with it. When I get it as an infusion, I have no issues. I have no insulin issues. I have no high blood pressure, nothing. But when I take the tablets, it's really bad.
and have they thought about giving you some infusions for So you're saying if you get steroids infused, you're okay?
Yeah, but the problem is, you don't want to give that all the time because it comes, maybe it will help for a little bit and then it comes back and then I would have to do it again. And it's not good to use hormones because uh, they're
Did
not good
this
for your
start when you
system.
were
They also lower your immune system again, and I want to see if it recovers a little bit. But prednisone also makes you immune compromised.
Yeah.
And they're
And
positive?
makes you hungry, makes you eat.
Yeah, that too.
Can
That's not
get
a
your
good
house
idea.
cleaned
I
every
just have to
night,
look
right?
at food and I already gain weight.
so Brzezinska, that's the zanubrutinib, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
did this start on
it's
your legs after you started taking it or before?
uh well because it started when I took it, that's true, but it was just developing when I went in, because the venetoclax also works against it, but when it stopped working and they took me off, that's when it started,
Oh,
really sprouting.
wait, so you had it?
Because the clone is a lot stronger. It can divide much faster. I think it has a key of 25, which is more than my CLL. My CLL is 20, which is also high. But this is a really bad clone that I have there. So
Well,
that's probably the reason. But everybody who has the IgM issue has these rash issues. And the other in the writing group, we have people with the Schnitzler syndrome. They have the same issue.
well, Judy has a good point though, because on BTK inhibitors, I mean, I have a lot of dermal side effects. I did on ibrutinib and I do on acalabrutinib, not as many, but if it did start at the same
I
time,
had ibrutinib before. I didn't
oh,
have any issues with ibrutinib at all.
but maybe
My
with it,
first treatment was with ibrutinib, but now they use this one because it has less side effects on the heart.
some people are, everyone's different though. I've heard from some other people that they're not able to take it. And I know someone who went back on, I mean, this isn't everybody. Most people, I think that's true, but I know some people who had worse side effects with
Yeah, I know some too. I know one who had to go to the hospital when she started it. So actually, and then I think she went down to 80 or something, a very, very low doses. So it's not, you don't tolerate everything. It's the same with ibrutinib. Some can't tolerate it either. And with acalabrutinib, it's the same, Not every drug is tolerated.
We were just hopefully trying to help you. That's all. Try to figure out what it is because it does sound, I mean, you're doing great considering what you're talking about. It does not sound uh, like an easy thing to live with.
No. Sounds as bad as
No,
my
it's not.
arthritis.
It's really not because the mobility is not so good. Then I mean, I can really feel, my muscles hurt and my knees hurt. So that's definitely not ideal because I cannot go outside. But I have been in the hospital too long anyway. I mean, half a year is a long time,
We're going to
and
put
I
you on the
just
prayer list with Nancy's list.
yeah. But I'm trying my best. Wait, it's when you get old. That's the way it is.
It's called organ recital.
What's that game where little squirrels pop up and you bang them
No,
down
that's
and then another one
whack-a-mole.
pops up?
They're
Yeah,
moles.
yeah,
Whack-a-mole.
that's what it's a whack-a-mole game.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're here with us, Barbel.
Thank you.
Miss, Your Majesty, what's going on with you?
Who is me?
The queen of clinical trials up there at top.
She was making fun of me earlier.
Well, you are the queen of clinical trials. I think you're going to go for the record in the Guinness World Book.
Well, it's not something that I wanted to have happen, but sometimes it's the direction they want you to go in. I did have a visit today with my doctor, and up until my recent um, labs, they have been not going in the right direction. Uh, I did the GPRC5D clinical trial, CAR T, in April, and so it immediately I had a good response, which I always do. No matter what treatment or what clinical trial, always have a good first response. It usually my numbers go down to zero. Things look good. Um, and then it depends, like in the following weeks, you see a little nudge up, in your myeloma numbers. And that's what I started to see in my kappa numbers. And I thought, I hope this isn't, bad news. And I don't, what Dr. Abdallah at University of Kansas Cancer Center always says, you do not have aggressive myeloma. It doesn't move quickly. He said, so that's a positive thing. That's a good thing. Even though you might have a little bit of upward movement in your kappa numbers, it is slow. It doesn't go fast. He said, so it would be like having smoldering myeloma. Hopefully, he said, it will level out and go up and down. Well, I was a little bit skeptical until I got my labs back. After my visit with him, he was much more. I'm usually an upbeat, positive person, when it comes to expectations for my labs. And for some reason today, I was like, oh, it'll probably go up, again. But Dr. Abdallah, he was like, David said, usually you're the one that's, leading the rah rah crowd, and Dr. Abdallah is more subdued. But today he was like the person with the pom poms, he was like, I think it's gonna level off and maybe even go down, he said, until you find maybe a point where it's more like smoldering myeloma. And sure enough, I needed to have faith in my doctor. It went from 7.07 on my kappa 2 weeks ago to 6.77 today.
That's not even high, Lou.
No, I know. They don't treat you if it's 10.
No.
They start after it reaches 10. That's when
they treat me if it goes up to 100.
Yeah, no, I told David, I said, hey, there's so many people I know in my support groups that I'm involved with that have, 100, 1,000, for their numbers. But I said, it's, I want to have longer remission. I think we all do.
Yeah.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Long remission. That's what we hope for. But anyway, for some reason, it was just, you know, sometimes you have good, up days, and sometimes you have days where need to hear good things, and so hence support group, other people that are going through similar things, is so helpful. But we've had so many good things. I don't want to take a long time, but we've had so many good things happen in the last few weeks. There was a filming crew, well, a videographer who came to our house a week and a half ago and filmed David and I.
Another actress in the group.
In our environment. And so they were filming us for the University of Kansas media We have no idea where they're going to use these shots,
Now,
and
is this a history of your trip,
yeah.
or about your book, or?
Well, part of it was because of the book,
Okay.
but a lot of it is Dr. Abdallah had asked for David and I to come. He and some other hematologists at the University of Kansas Cancer Center are putting on a regional. They call it ICE-T conference, and it's cellular therapies. Uh, and there's a national one, but this is a regional one, so it's for doctors that are fairly that can come in or fly in. And he wanted us to come at lunch on the Saturday of the conference. So and when he first described it to us a month or so ago, it sounded like he wanted us for like a patient panel or something, care partner or patient panel. And then it ended up being today. I said, well, we haven't heard the logistical information about how this will work and what we're to do and that kind of thing. And he said, I'll have my people get in touch with you with more information. He said, but it's like we want to give you an award. And I was like, what? And
Oh.
it's not anything like what he first kind of described to us. Um,
An
but
award for what?
well, for advocacy and
Okay.
because we are donating our first round of round, it could be just a few $100s of profits from our book. All of our profits are going to cancer research. We're going to be spreading it across various organizations that are nonprofit, and can being one of them. So anyway, the first one, we are donating the first round of profits because the book company distributes them quarterly. And so, anyway, we'll be donating the first round to the University of Kansas to Dr. Abdallah's research and his other fellows in the research that he's doing at KU for myeloma. So that's the first round. And so I don't know if it's in appreciation of that or encouraging people to do things like that, And anyway, I told David, I said, I feel kind of uncomfortable. I'm not used. I, I am always the person who wants to give recognition to the people this is for, which is for cancer patients. We wrote the book to give hope to other cancer patients, and to see a 12-year journey, that can, you know, continue and you can do this, that kind of, thing is what we wanted to pass along. Getting an award is not up my alley. I didn't feel real comfortable with that. And David said on the way home, he said, you need to appreciate that he is drawing attention to our book, which will then give more money to research, if
Yeah.
people buy the book. And he said, he's just appreciative, and he's a wonderful doctor. And I mean, he and the team at KU, that's why I'm here today. When I started this journey over 12 years ago, it was like 3 to 5 years, and not very many drugs out there. So things have changed. So anyway, I'm trying to get a better attitude about receiving this special award. And so anyway, David said, you need to,
Congratulations, you deserve it.
yeah, that's what David said. David said, you need to have an award. And he said, for your advocacy, for your, coaching others and talking with so many people, that are new in this journey. And it's just, my dad was a minister. I was raised that, you do for others. That's just how I was
Yeah, right.
raised. You just do for others. You go that mile and then some. My dad wasn't stop at that mile. It was you go on, you do more. So that's in my DNA, to do that. So this is making me a little uncomfortable about, getting some award. I hope it's a lamp.
Embrace it, Lou.
I hope it's a leg lamp with a big shade on top, like the Christmas Story special award.
Good.
I'm glad
Anyway,
you.
anyway,
And
but and then we get interviewed Monday morning after the conference on the media site for KU. We'll be interviewed with Dr. Abdallah on that. So again, we'll be on their media the next morning on Monday morning. And then we got information from a person who recommended us because of advocacy in our book to be on a panel at ASH. So
oh,
it's been my life's dream to go to ASH. I don't even think we'll be there that long because this is a small organization it's called MJH Life Sciences, and I think it's an organization mostly for nurses. And they wanted to have a patient panel because they wanted to have patients be uh, able to share their stories, talk about the care they've received, different things like that. So that's why I think this nursing organization was wanting to sponsor this panel, and I think it'll be the 7th of December at ASH. But we didn't think we could go because you only budget so much for vacations in the year, and we had already shot our wad. And so they at first weren't going to be paying for flight or hotel and stuff. And so one of the people that's going to be on the panel with us from Health Tree, Todd and Diane, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them from Health Tree. Yeah, Sally. But anyway, they he's been advocating for our group of panelists, and he said, you guys should be able to take care of some expenses, for the people. And then, the possibility of it being virtual versus in person, which I don't think is as good, but I told David, I said we could still do it if it's virtual. Well, we got news.
It'll hit more people if it's virtual.
Yeah, and it will be as well, but
Okay.
in person as well. But anyway, we got news yesterday that they're going to pay for air flight and one night stay at the hotel there in Orlando. And I told David, I said, we can extend, our stay, which they let you, do that. The issue is this is not a non-for-profit, nurses association. And so, if you're a non-for-profit, you can go to the sessions at ASH for free, if you're a representative of a non-profit, and this isn't. So we wouldn't be able to attend the sessions, which would be my dream, is be able to attend the sessions.
It's
So
expensive.
But you can go as a patient advocate.
And it's
yes,
free.
Free
It's
or
free
with,
if you're a patient advocate.
yeah, but it's for what organization?
You
No,
could do
no.
it with Health Tree.
yeah.
Well, that's why I thought I would engage Todd Kennedy, who is very, very good at advocating for
Well,
us.
just talk to Roz. Roz
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
he'll do it.
And she was copied on this link as well for the panel. So she's aware of it. So anyway, I thought, you know what? Maybe Cindy Chabaweski from Health Tree, who does the interviews, maybe she
Yes.
could interview us, and that way we could be considered Health Tree representatives, advocates, and we could go to sessions.
Well, you can go to sessions as an advocate, but tell me the name of that organization again. What is it? The nurses organization?
It's called MJH Life Sciences.
MJH. Okay.
MJH Life
And
Sciences.
are you so it is a panel or just you?
It's a patient panel. It looks like Kenny Cap from Peltree
I know
and
him.
his wife, and Todd and Diane Kennedy, David and I think one other couple where, it's like patient and care partner. So it's going to be, I think on the 7th is when I believe they told us it would be.
Well,
So
I
anyway,
I will, before then we'll talk. If I do end up by hoping I'm going for to cover it, but if I do, I will find out and go attend. Because I
very
would be so great to meet you in person, but get to watch you in action. You've had some really good things happen to you, Lou.
a
Yeah,
little wild and crazy.
It's
But anyway, that's all, Sally. I'm sorry I took up
that's
so much
okay.
time.
well deserved, Lou. This is it's all your hard work and helping others. By the way, as Sally said, yes, that award, absolutely take it, but maybe you can think of it this way too. It will help promote you and what you do in your book so your book can reach more people and help more patients out there.
Yeah, that's what David said to focus on. So, less on, oh, you get this award,
Well, I think
yeah,
it's wonderful.
Dr. Abdallah described it as a plate. I have no idea
Well, you-
what the special award is going to be. But anyway, David said, don't focus on that. Focus on the fact that it gets the word out and the message out, that there are people that there are resources for people who need them.
That's great.
yeah, you're lucky to be able to participate in clinical trials. Most of the time when we're talking about treatment, I cannot participate because I've had Richter's transformation, and that excludes me from most of the trials. So I have to go off label to do it.
I'm very lucky that, I think every clinical trial that I've been recommended to do, I've been able to participate, because of, you know, I don't have, other things going on, um, or, comorbidities. There isn't anything that prevents it from happening. I'm
I
very
don't have,
lucky.
I don't have that. It's just the Richter's is transformed into lymphoma, and that precludes me from getting some of the CLL trials.
Right.
Well, that's such good news, Lou. I'm so happy for you.
It's overwhelming.
Mary Lou, you wanted some time? Nope. Okay. Gary, how are you? Jerry's
Jerry's here.
Jerry
Jerry's in the house.
is on mute.
Good. Sore.
So how
Started,
are things going with you?
good.
When you were last here, you had something going on that was frightening. It was very frightening for you. I'm trying to remember. It was a couple of, maybe 3 months ago.
Oh, excuse me.
I still have pneumonia. I still have pneumonia in my left lung. I can't seem to shake it totally. I'm going to see what do I want to say, a lung guy later this month to see if I can time to get rid of it. It doesn't affect my breathing or anything, but I still can't shake it after 9 months. But
It's
still
like
have it.
you. Wait, so you still have pneumonia?
Yeah. Well, I have something in my lung. It's some kind of virus. I went to for a CT scan again, and they said you still have it in my left lung. And I came back and said, what the hell? It's been 9
Are they
months.
sure it's not a mold or a fungus?
Like I'm reaching out back to them and saying, they still haven't been able to identify it, and they just said, you just got to wait it out. And I'm coming back and say, well, okay, so it's been 9 months. It's better, but it's still there. And so I wake up in the
And I'm
morning and say,
complaining about 16 weeks. I said, I'm complaining about having this for 16 weeks.
I've had it for 9 months now.
I know I have nothing to complain about.
I mean, and you know, I can breathe. I have deep lung function and everything, but it's in the morning. I have a lot of yellow mucus and everything. I have to hack up, hack up. It's worse when the cold weather hits.
That's
But
exactly what I have, but I have nothing in my lungs. I've had CAT scans and X-rays, and I have
I
nothing
have,
in my lungs. It's
I
all in
still
my
have it.
head.
It's still in my left lung, and so I'm going back and saying, okay, guys, so what next? You know, at some point in time, I don't want this thing to get worse. It's getting better, but how long does it take? And so, what are we going to do?
Have you tried Bactrim?
I don't know. That's what I'm going to go back. I'm going back in about actually next week, and I'm going to start pressing them. I'm going to say, come on, guys.
What about an inhalation treatment?
No, no, no answer is not good. So
Well, Jerry, I've had this for 16 weeks. I've been on 7 different antibiotics, and until they put me on Bactrim, which is a sulfa drug, nothing helped. And I've been on that for almost through a little over 2 weeks now, and everything is clearing up, except the cough. But all the green stuff is gone. So, and it's
Finally.
it's literally in my head up here. It's not in my lungs.
How long do you have to stay in the bathroom for now? How
I've
much longer?
21 days total.
I'm gonna go back and I mean, other than that, I'm fine. But it seems like when I get cold weather, it's really bad.
Yeah.
When it was 80 degrees and everything, it was fine. But when cold weather hits and in the morning, it's bad.
And where do you live,
And
Jerry?
Detroit, Metro Detroit,
Yeah, it's going to get cold soon.
the weird fluctuations is bad.
Yep. It's
Um,
going to be 44 tonight here. I'm in
Really?
Indianapolis. So,
wow.
Wow.
yeah.
And I started to get, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rolfing.
That hurts.
I started Rolfing yesterday.
Wow. I'm surprised you're sitting here talking to us.
And boy, that was painful. So I started my
Yes.
first Rolfing session. And it
Well,
was
wait
amazing
till,
because my spine grew, my neck,
uh-huh.
the compression and everything, it grew maybe about this much. It was really
Wow.
wild. The guy started working me and started working the back of my neck, and I'm going, what is he doing? What is he doing? And he started doing this, and by the time he was done, my neck expanded on the back of my neck by this much. I
Wow.
mean, boy, did it hurt. I
Now,
mean,
just something to look forward to with Rolfing is, as you go through the treatments, it's going to start hitting your emotional memory, not and
really,
muscle because your muscles are holding memory, and you get into these huge emotional trauma stuff. Depends
yeah,
on
because
how long you do it, but
I'm going to
it's
go through
rough.
10 sessions. I'm going through 10 sessions, and it was interesting because I stood up and I felt so much better after he did the first time. It hurt like hell, but and I'm a bicycle, so I'm used to pain. And
Mhm.
man, I'm sitting there, I was ready to just say stop, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And when I stood up and everything, I felt pretty good that yesterday. And then about noon today, I was supposed to ride tonight, and it felt like I gained 70 pounds with Muhammad Ali. I mean, by noon today, I was just wiped out. I mean,
Well, you
it
look
was
great tonight.
it was just brutal. But
When's your next session?
I've done it, and I'm going to do it because
When's your next session?
next week
So,
I'm going to do
Jerry,
10.
are you saying you like grew basically your neck? It
That was
elongated?
amazing. I mean,
No, they
I came
stretch
back
it.
because he came back and did it, and I could feel he really worked my left side really bad. I mean, my left side was a mess on the spine and everything. And this guy sweated. I mean, he was drinking water. He was working like a dog on his
Rolfing
elbow.
is a type of massage therapy, Michelle, and where
No.
they actually take their fingers and go under the muscles and pull.
Oh,
This guy coming back. He was using his elbows, and he was working so hard. And I mean, it was unbelievable. And
So
he would
then
hit
are
my
you
hip, and I mean, it was sciatica going shooting down my legs and everything. I mean,
So are you then
um,
drinking a lot of water after that?
Have to.
yeah, a lot of water. He was drinking a lot of water because he was working very, very hard. So he worked on me for about an hour and a half like yesterday,
Well,
and
one of the reasons I get a massage a week is, they don't do it. They don't do the deep tissue stuff because my bones will break. But, it helps all this, the same stuff. And sometimes
that's
she
why I
hits
didn't want to
me.
do massage because I used to get
What?
massage. I used to get massage, and the problem when you got massage is they could do it, but it doesn't structurally fix you. And
No,
so
because Rolfing does it differently because they go into the muscles.
fixes you. And so I looked it up and I saw it in Cleveland Clinic really pushes it too. So it's medically,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not voodoo shit.
No, it's not.
And 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 I mean it was I knew people that grew an inch after doing this.
It's amazing.
I think I need to go for that because I was just measured at my physical this week and they claim I've been measured 3 different measurements this year. I'd like to know which one's right, but I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it. I don't know. I
Your
mean,
body
like that
gets out of alignment and everything. And what ends up happening is I could tell that I broke my hip, right? And I broke my hip 3 years ago. And my body, and I could tell with cycling and everything, because I used to be okay balance wise and everything. And I could tell when I broke my left hip, my whole body's out of alignment on my left side. And even though my surgeon said, "Oh, your hips are okay," and I know it's all messed up, and I could feel it out of alignment and everything. And this guy totally focused. And it was interesting. I didn't tell him anything, and he could tell my body was totally out of alignment because he really focused on my left side, and particularly my left spine, and really worked that left side of my side of my spine and everything, and my left hip, and worked that much more than the right side. And you could just
Jerry, have they measured your leg function or deal after your hip replacement? My husband's was about this much difference in his leg length after his hip replacement and
you
had
know
to wear a lift
and
shoe.
he came back and he said, "Oh no, no, the surgeon said that." But I know it from my bicycle because I have problems now with my left leg. I have spasms on my left side and everything. And because when you're in a repetitive position, so I ride like 35 miles and everything, and I get severe left side and everything, and I can tell
Would be
when my
his
shit
range.
isn't right on my left side. And I used to sell biomechanics software that would tell human body positioning, and I know it's not right. Even though he said, "Oh no, 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 we line it up and everything," he's wrong,
Maybe
and I
you
don't
would.
think I'm still aligned right and everything.
what are you
But there's
doing?
really nothing to do,
What are you doing?
and so I just think the Rolfing guy, and I do wear something different in my shoe on my left side because I also have more neuroma on my left foot from bicycle. Because what happens is your hips when you ride, if anything's out of alignment, because you're talking about thousands of rotations, and it's not right from the
No,
hip
you're not
replacement.
going out.
It says it isn't right. So what I'm hoping this guy will do is realign stuff, and then I can get a correct measurement and fix that because I ride a lot, and it does make a difference. But I notice even going upstairs now. Now, even after this, just this one trade, and it's not the placebo effect because I can tell just going upstairs and everything. But I also noticed the weightlifting is really making a big difference too because I got a Russian guy that is focused on. This guy's focused on connective tissue and everything, not big weights or anything. So it's like 20 pounds and stuff. And he's focused on the muscles and the connective tissue. And so between these two guys, I'm really focusing on getting everything right.
I didn't get mine, Lynn.
And he comes back and he shows me all the stuff that people are doing wrong. Oh, I lifted weights 25 years the wrong way, and it's really making a big difference. It's amazing. I feel much better. I gotta
Good.
just get the damn lung thing.
You
I get
don't
rid
want
of
to go
damn.
through Ralphing and not come out feeling better.
Yeah. I mean, boy, it's brutal though.
It is
I'll tell you,
brutal.
it's
I
brutal.
had it done in college.
Did you?
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
knew
was a
people that had
swimmer.
it done. Yeah, I knew about this
Well,
in the 80s,
yeah,
and I
this was,
mean, and
yeah.
I could in Detroit, in the Metro Detroit area, I could only find one guy that does this because I look for deep tissue, and
I
you get
did
the
it in
Asian
Chicago.
and the happy ending. No, that you get all the weird people. But I don't want, I was looking for somebody that really did deep tissue and not shiatsu or all this other stuff. I was looking for a rolfer, and I found one, and he was telling me about the old line guys that really, really hurt you.
Yeah. Nancy, you had a comment?
I just wanted Mary Lou looked like she was waving and I don't want her to leave until she tells. I wanted to hear how, because I think my understanding I remember is you're off treatment, but I just was curious how long Mary Lou's been off treatment and how that's been, because you really do look fantastic.
Thank you. I actually have one more cycle to go. My next cycle, September 15th.
Oh
I'm going
my.
to miss you
I
by
will
a
be
day.
doing, huh?
I'll
And
miss
you're
you by
done?
one day after you go.
Really? Uh,
I know.
Do
yeah,
you
we're
know
always at different.
one thing that they've started doing at my infusion clinic that I have thoroughly enjoyed is there is a lady who comes around and does foot massages.
Yeah. We do it
And
too.
that is fantastic. And I really think it's helped with my neuropathy.
That's why I have a massage every week. And I go to a place called Foot Finesse because they spend at least a half an hour on each lower leg.
Oh, wow. But is that a
You
chain?
At night.
I'm a Vietnamese, and it's a chain. Yeah.
wait,
What is
wait.
It's
So
wonderful.
Mary Lou, so getting back to you. So September 15th, that's your last treatment?
My last cycle. I have a treatment for 2 weeks. So I start my 8th cycle on the 15th, and then I do 14 days of venetoclax.
And then that's it? No more venetoclax as well?
Right.
Wow.
I said to the doctor, then what? It's almost like a crutch. I hate to say it, you know. So he said they'll watch me carefully.
Venetoclax didn't help me at all.
No?
Nope. I was on it a year. Nothing worked. It didn't work at all.
Yeah.
The thing I have remember for me, I just had to drink so much water on it. So I don't know if they tell you that, but water is such a good thing with that venetoclax. And for me, it has been incredible. So, we're also different.
Well, I've had one treatment of Exfelio, which is the new monoclonal antibody. It's a bispecific, and it was on May 13th. And I immediately went in MRD negative in 6 days. And since I've had this stupid whatever I've got, we've skipped treatment. I saw Dr. Avenor a week ago, and he doesn't want to see me until October. And my kappa and lambda are negative numbers.
Wow.
I didn't even know you could have light chains that were negative numbers. So, and I feel great. And I won't have another treatment until October.
Dr.
How
Awan
often?
is doing my light chains too.
I beg pardon?
So Dr. Awan has started monitoring my light chains because I think he's thinking, it could morph into that. One of the things on drinking water, Nancy, that I saw this on somebody's post about electrolytes, and I've started drinking a thing with electrolyte packet in it once a day. And since I've done that, I have no longer had leg cramps, which is
I drink 6 of these a day at least, and I put a packet of Propel in every one of them.
Well, I found another one that's flavored. It's really good.
That's
I've
what it
enjoyed.
is. It's a packet of, it's flavored. There are 5 different flavors, and it's all the
Yeah,
electrolytes, and you can
yeah,
put it in your purse and take it anywhere.
Wait,
yeah.
Judy, what kind are you using?
I think it's. I'll tell you in just a second.
Well,
But I've also been putting some stevia in it, which helps the flavor
Well, the
too.
Propel has stevia in it, so it makes the water taste good.
Yeah, I'll tell you the name that.
It's a Gatorade product.
well,
Watch your
I
teeth, though.
remember
Watch your teeth
I
with
had asked.
Gatorade.
Beg your pardon, Gary?
Watch your teeth.
Your
Gatorade.
teeth? Really?
Yeah, acid will destroy your teeth. You're
Oh,
better
I
off if
have a
This
dentist
one's
appointment
called
tomorrow.
Venture Pal.
What is it?
Venture Pal. Venture, and then the word pal, and it comes in like passion fruit, grape, and cherry, and uh, uh, pineapple, several different flavors.
just
All right,
you have to
maybe.
really watch. You have to watch the citric acid. It's like it's like powdered acid on your. It'll destroy your enamel if you drink a lot of Gatorade. It totally took
I
off
don't
all the
drink Gatorade,
enamel.
but yeah.
I
Like
drink that
fucking.
one packet a day. So
I
Well,
use 6.
well, so
You have to really watch the citric acid. Anything with citric acid, nasty on your teeth.
Doesn't have citric
Particularly
acid in it.
you got to watch your teeth anyway.
Hmm.
So anything with citric acid, avoid.
I drink
a lot
I
of
drink tea with half a lemon 3 times a day. So
well, that different because it's naturals, uh,
No, citric acid is
Jerry,
a citric acid. Stay away from citric acid. Anything
but
with
not.
citric acid, it's hard on your enamel. If you drink a lot of it, you know what I mean. If you got to drink a lot of stuff, just watch citric acid.
Well, Judy, I'm going to check that out. Thanks to Sally, Sally. You're not doing what was it, liquid IV anymore,
Every month.
or versus the Propel? You just said Propel, so you're doing that instead
Oh,
of
Propel
liquid.
is just what I drink all day. Yeah.
Right, but weren't you using, was it drip drops or liquid IV?
It's always been Propel. I've been drinking Propel for 5 years.
Somebody in this group told me about the other because I got it and I thought it was you. It's so funny. I did think it was you, but it's the same thing. It's just
Yeah,
another
Drip
brand.
drops or
Based.
something like that. But
Yeah.
Propel is so easy and it's powdered and I love it.
this is just in a
That
little,
and turmeric.
just a
Not
little
turmeric.
thing in a purse or whatever, and take with you.
Does
But I
anybody else?
take
I found electrolytes really helped me feel better especially when I was had the obinutuzumab plus the acalabrutinib, but I just know it does make me feel better. Period. Doing that, Nancy, do you do anything with electrolytes? I saw you nodding, so I didn't know if you were also.
I have, but I just tend to drink straight water, and I'm still just thinking about some of you guys who've been through so much, and just like the idea of going for 2 weeks and all that. I mean, it amazes me what everybody does. And just as a sort of a report back, I sent Lynn a little private message on this, but the bee venom is a bomb. I think Sally talked about it too, but Lynn had told me to rub bee venom, and
It's
Judy
fabulous.
told me, yes, I'm an advocate. I'm an
Yeah,
advocate
well,
for it.
Wait a minute. So bee venom. Oh yeah.
For
Who is?
joint,
And what are you using it for, Nancy?
for
joints.
joint ache. I have my hip is just kind of inflamed, and um, so, and then anyway, anything that's
Nancy,
hurt, I
take,
put it on.
Nancy, take 1 teaspoon of turmeric and honey and a dash of pepper and take it every day, and all that pain will go away in about a week.
I
As long as you're
definitely
not
take
on blood thinners. As long as you're not on blood thinners.
Yeah, I'm not
not
on
on the
blood.
blood.
Blood thinners, you can't
No,
do that.
Right.
right. No, I do the turmeric every morning.
So question on, can someone share the link here for everyone for the bee venom product?
Let's go to Amazon.com and put in bee venom.
Yeah.
There isn't one that's better than another or that you all like?
You can get it from Temu too at half the price.
Anymore.
I mean,
Temu.
Anymore. Not since the tariffs.
No, they don't. They have local warehouses now, and they don't charge you the tariffs. Hey, I get a shipment every day. Believe me.
I just did it though. I think they just did it last week.
Oh, maybe I haven't got one this week.
Yeah, watch. All that stuff is
I'll have to
going
look
up.
at it.
Yeah. The same goes for me too. I have an order from Amazon, and it comes on a monthly basis. And it went up from 18 to 25 euros. And
Exactly.
I inquired it, and it says it is made in China. Then they send it to the States, and then they send it to Europe.
That's ridiculous.
That is a 30% increase.
I think I got my heart meds from Turkey, or from originally from India, and now they're trying to send them through Turkey because it went up almost 60% because of the new tariff.
I was really astonished, and the funny thing is I got now the letter, and if you have a only order at once, you pay 27, so it went up again.
And that's despite the small package tariffs. They're going to be new now.
Yeah.
So small packages used to come through as long as it was under a certain dollar figure, was no big deal. Now it's a big deal.
And the
What do you
package
see?
is also.
This
Hit the wrong
conference
button.
will now be recorded.
Yeah, so all these new small tariff, all these new small packages, with tremendous tariffs on it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay before, if you can get them.
Well, it's 9:30, and it's a half an hour past my bedtime. Anybody have anything to add?
I want to ask Michelle, you're still coming to Texas?
Yes. Well, yes, but I have a question for all of you in Texas.
Okay.
So I've been reading that, so we know that the measles rise is now lowered, and that it was a particular community within Texas, but I've been reading that COVID has been spiking in Texas more than anywhere else in the States. But I don't know what a spike means these days. And also, you never know when in the news. I'm looking for evidence, but of course, there are no longer any measurements coming on like we used to have on COVID. So those of you in Texas, how bad is it, COVID?
I've just known a couple of people that have had it in the last couple of 3 weeks, but they came in from New York, so who knows? They may have gotten it there.
He probably came from Boston.
But they brought it to Texas then. So,
When they
Lynn,
their
have you heard anything, or Nancy? I know, Nancy, you're not there now, but you have friends and family there. Has anyone heard about? So I am a little reluctant. I haven't booked my plane ticket. I need to tonight or tomorrow morning, but that is why I've been reluctant
How
about
soon are
it.
you going?
Have you heard? What, Jerry?
just around my community, I haven't heard of anybody getting it.
Jerry, what'd you ask?
How soon are you going?
I am going to, well, the Dallas area to speak at a conference.
Soon.
I haven't heard anything about COVID in the area.
That's good to hear that you haven't heard.
Well, you're
I
coming
did
to
hear
my.
something about it rising in Texas.
Yeah.
It was on like my Facebook feed.
You saw that or you didn't see it?
I did. I saw something about COVID was on the rise in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
I don't know how
Michelle,
long said it is, you know, just
I've
that they're,
forgotten where, it was a good news source. I remember that I read it in, that it's the highest in the states right now, but this is a normal time of year for COVID to go up, as at the end of the summer, beginning of the school year. This is a normal time for there to be fluctuations in the numbers. And,
yeah.
Not having tracked the numbers at this time of year in the past, like to know if it is, I think last week it was close to 17%, of an,
I would just wear a mask.
I do, I will, on the plane and the airport.
Michelle, have you considered getting the PEMGARDA?
My doctor's not a huge fan of it, my oncologist.
Yes.
I asked about it, and I haven't gotten the vaccine yet because it just got approved.
Well, I'm next month we'll take my 4th dose of the PEMGARDA.
Has anyone else here gotten it? PEMGARDA? Yeah, I wasn't, my doctor wasn't, she didn't think that, for one thing, that eligible is the wrong word, but she did not think I fit the profile enough, and also she was reluctant about it. Now, maybe she's not anymore. I mean, maybe I haven't asked her about it in 2 years or a year and a half.
Why would you not fit the profile? Because it's immune compromise is the profile.
I asked when it was right before it came out. So it could have been a different, and I didn't ask since because she wasn't all excited about it. But you haven't had any reactions or?
They want you to stay 2 hours after the infusion, which I've done, but I've had absolutely none. And I asked the nurses, I said, have you seen anybody that's had a reaction? And they said no.
Now there's another story. There's another story that just came out in the press that said that if you take the Kirkland, the spray that people use for allergies, the
Which
Kirkland
one?
nasal spray. Everybody said you take. I forget the name of it, but it's basically the Kirkland allergy spray.
Flonase. Flonase.
So if you take Flonase, that reduces your chance of getting COVID by 70%.
Oh, I use it. Yeah.
I use that too.
Use that daily.
There's a big study that was all out in Europe and everything. They said people that took Flonase reduced their chances of getting COVID by 70%. You can take that. And I've been taking it. I take it for allergies every morning and night. And they said that reduces your probability of getting COVID by 70%. Because what it does is it alerts your nose of intruders or whatever for the allergy. It boosts your whatever your white blood cell defenses in your nose. And so they said it reduces your susceptibility to COVID because it alerts your early warning signals in your nose for COVID.
It's going,
On the web. It just hit all the major news sources. It's all over the web right now. It just came out like 2 days ago.
This is good to hear and learn.
Yeah. Check it out. Just came out like 2 days ago on the web. It's on Axios. It's on. It just hit all the major news sources. It's a big study.
Huh. Well, thank you.
Sally, could I share my screen for just a second?
Of course.
Or
I have
whoever
a cramp in my leg. That's why I'm dancing over
You
there.
have to get permission to be able to do that, Lynn?
Yes.
I don't know how to do that on this particular app. Do you, Sally?
Ask
Hold on.
the organizer to make.
I'm just doing it. There you are.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Flonase. Or Kirkland's brand or whatever it begins with an A. I forget the name of it.
A what? A Kirkland's brand?
That's
Costco. Yeah, I buy Costco's brand. It's a whole lot cheaper. You get like 5 in a.
It's the same as Flonase? though?
Yeah, it's cheaper, much cheaper too. I got a whole pack of them.
Oh, you get like 5 of them in a package for less than what one package of Flonase costs.
Right.
Yeah, Flonase is so expensive. It was so much better on prescription for us.
Yeah. Lynn, are you doing it?
Well, it doesn't want to let me. I had a picture of some cake I was going to share with y'all, but it doesn't want to let me do it.
Can you hold it up? I know, because you've been eating a delicious cake.
He's eating it all, so he can't just show the cake.
I don't know
Now
how you
Lorraine,
share on this.
I beg your pardon?
I don't know how you would go about. I mean, this isn't like Zoom where you can share, like you just opened it so we could share. I don't know how you do that on this app.
Down
So
at the
that
bottom where it says share.
I don't
May
have.
just be, it may just
it's
be
right
the
next to the
presenter
lead button.
headset.
Right below, next to the camera icon, there's another it says share. Let's share my
Oh,
screen.
yeah. To share, ask the organizer. You did that.
Yeah, I've done
Did you
that.
try that, Lynn?
What?
I was asking Lynn if that's where he's hitting.
Yeah, I made him an
Presenter.
organizer and a presenter.
Ask
Try
the
this.
organizer.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
Wow. That looks
Oh.
like Trace Leche cake.
Nice.
That looks
I've
really
never had
good.
that.
Oh, it's delicious.
I don't have HEB.
That's not
Thank
the
you for
HEB
sharing.
brand, but that's what
Oh,
it looked
Trace
like.
Leche. Yeah. Yep.
Looks delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Wet and spongy.
Yeah, that really looks good. Anybody here make that from scratch?
I do.
I
do.
knew it. I had a feeling, Sally. It looks so good.
I made it for when they finished my landscaping because most of the guys were Hispanic. I made a big Tres Leches cake and shared it with all the guys. And the foreman, Rusty, who's a friend of mine, says, "You know they're going to come over here and want to work for free." But it's really a good cake. Ah, it's wonderful, especially like with strawberries, like that one was.
Ooh.
Anything with strawberry.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to leave and go to bed.
I
Okay.
too, and
I will see
thank
you
you
next
for your
month.
suggestions. I will let you know, Judy and Lynn. Nancy, I know you're not going to be in Texas. So I'll let you all know if I'm coming in and I have time or if I'm going to come in and leave. But I would
Okay.
love to, if I see you, it would probably be I'll let you know. It'd be I have to look at the calendar, the 12th or the 13th. Anyway,
Oh,
thank you all.
All right,
okay.
good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.